Yeah, when this was Strammer, I got this 2017 Kia Sedona. I'm going to talk about it. Obviously, I got the gate up, so let's start by taking a look in here. All right, so I've got 2 rows of seats in here, and some decent cargo room here. All right, and we're going to continue to walk around the side here. Now this is 2 years old. It's got a few minor issues, but nothing major. After noticeable. So let's see. The sliding doors will open up here. Again, plenty of cargo space. Plenty of room to sit in here, store stuff in here, things like that. I'm just going to show you how easy it is for me to get in here, and I'm a pretty big guy. Also got your very roomy seats, very roomy here. I can have 2 sodas here, or 2 here, 2 up there. It's got a ton of drink holders. I believe about 14, I believe it is. Basically you can the seats they can recline back. So let's see that. Look at that. Just a really good comfort in the back. Maybe you don't like looking at this thing, right? So with the middle seat, I can slide in the middle seat and watch where the vehicle's going. Now the middle seat does come out if you need to transport something like a bike or something. Again, I'll do a totally separate video or post some pictures of that as well, showing you how to basically put a bike in here. But basically, the best way to put the bike would be on this side, and again, you would put these seats forward. But that's another video. All right, so let me get my way out of this van here. All right, so I got my way out of here. Again, your first your question is, okay, how these seats work. These seats go forward like this. I pull this lever right here. It goes forward, gives you access to the back seats. I personally can't fit in here, but also it's got a privacy screen up here and stuff. And somebody blew me a Hershey Kiss in here. Well, we know where that went. All right, so let's put this down here. All right, so let's go back to here because I forgot to show you something real quick here. Is on here. There's a 12-volt port in here. Sorry, right here. Also, barely noticeable. There's 2 drink holders there and 2 drink holders there. So that's 2, 4. All right, so we're gonna get this figured out here. 1 here, 1 there. That's 6, 8. 1 on the door handles. A 12 drink holders. Wow, I'm impressed. All right, so as we continue working our way around here, the front seat's got 2 glove boxes here. This one's kind of tiny for little knickknacks, that sort of thing. This one has my little emergency flares, which are just a pain to turn off here, but okay. All right, there we go. So that one I'm probably not replacing. Okay. Again, I'm actually cleaning the floor mat out. So, all right, as we continue walking our way around here, we got the front of the vehicle. All right, and basically, we're gonna go ahead and shut the back door real quick. All right, guys, let's get in this vehicle here real quick. All right, we got the sliding door right here. This one's got for most part works pretty good. Access into here. So if you're the kind of person that's a fan van, or maybe you're a guy that likes to do things on the side, maybe deliver food or something, who knows, or just whatever. Great. Also great. You can have you and your 5 buddies can sit up here comfortably. Those back seats will fold down. And I'll show you that in a second. All right, so, all right, let's go work on those back seats. All right, guys, so the way these seats all fold to the floor, so I'm going to show you how to do this real quick. The first and foremost thing is to pull this. I like to pull this lever forward, but it's to, basically you have 2 steps involved in this thing here. So the first thing is I always like to do it this way, but some people like to do it the other way, but I think it's easier to just go that way. So we're actually, so you pull step number 2, and I'll make sure nothing gets caught underneath here, and these seats fold into the floor, right? And then you can take your cargo and things like that. You can fit a bunch of suitcases in your coolers, that sort of thing. All right. And then when you're done with your road trip, to put it back up, just grab number 1, pull up, and you end up right back in number 1, number 2 to set it. I do love the cargo capacity for this minivan. All right. So now we're gonna just re-spread all our stuff back in here because that's important to do. All right, so let's jump in the driver's seat and let's get started here. All right, guys. So it's got a push button. So make sure you have your key fob on a carabiner or something, right? Push the brake. Starts right up. Tells you the amount of fuel you have, your stats, miles on the odometer. Okay, so we're gonna take this one, trip A and trip B to reset it. Just hold it down. Okay, and your miles per hour. You also have this button right here. This information button right here allows you to set your intervals. So in this case, I have my service interval every 300 miles. Change oil, that's really important. Don't do the 5,000. And you can adjust your user settings, that sort of thing. To set the user interval, use this button right here, the OK button, and then scroll down, and then hit your and then press the OK button. And so this is also your OK button, the same button you scroll down with. So you see this right here. And click on service interval, 300 miles every 2 months. And when you're done, you don't want that setting, you can back out of it. Convenience, so forth, and auxiliary. I love this about it. Down here is, a second, we'll have to shine some here. Your auxiliary cable. Also, if you have a Garmin GPS, plug in here really for convenience here. The 12-volt cigarette lighter down on this side. Okay, so now to put it in reverse, obviously press the brake. When you put it in reverse, you have a nice camera. So I'm going to show this to you real quick. As you can see, so basically you can see backing out. And again, you put in drive, and basically goes up here, pretty smooth. Again, after driving it, the idle's real smooth here. All right. Also up here, when the doors open up, you can have it set your lights to come on here. So I open up one door, boom. You also have your sliding doors buttons right here, or power off. Now that noise it's making is the motor, unfortunately, does tend to go bad on these things. But just press it again, live with it. It's at least $1,000 to get fixed. All right. And as you can see, this button opens the sliding doors. As you can see this way. And then when you're ready to shut it, press the buttons, and they'll both close. Now, other thing you can do is you can turn the power button off. If the power button's off, and somebody tries to press the button, open the door, it makes that noise. You hear that? All right. So that's so the transmission of this thing is 6-speed with Sportmatic. As you can see here, when I slide it over, it goes to 1. You see it drive, 1, 2, and so forth. It's not going to let me do that. And all right, so we're gonna turn the thing off here. Make sure there's no windows. All right, are down to the left. All right, so working on our way back around the front here. V6 GDI motor. All right, gasoline direct injection. This is why I was kind of harping on the point of where Kia tells you change oil every 5,000 miles. I like it every 3,800. Some mechanics, South Main Auto, I'll put a link in their description below. He likes to do every 3,700 miles or 3,750. All right, when you're changing the oil out here, guys, use your Kia filters, okay? Now, this comes into my personal preference. What I'll say next. Everybody's gonna have their opinion about it. I like to use a Castrol GDI oil, turbo. You can get that at Walmart. It's like $23 for 5 quarts, the full synthetic. If that one's not available, I'll use Mobil 1 synthetic. But I like Castrol, particularly in the summertime, because I feel like Castrol does a better job dissipating heat. All right, so you do your oil change regularly. The other thing you need to do regularly here is, on this one, is every 3,000 miles, because it's GDI, and I'll explain this to you more in a second. You need to do the fuel induction service every 30,000 miles. Why? Okay, unlike the older engines where you have the injectors that are spraying fuel behind the valves, these ones are direct injection. So the injector sprays fuel directly in cylinders. There's no way to clean the valves off, right? You see what I'm saying? There's no way. So if you don't do that service, eventually what happens is carbon builds up and it gets on a valve, and all of a sudden the valve can't close right. All of a sudden the engine runs poorly, misfires because all that carbon. They have to pull it, do a lot of work. All of a sudden it's a lot of money to have them fix they have to pull some things off. They're going to charge you a lot of labor. If you get a mechanic, and you may have to replace a lot of parts. They're just unnecessary to replace. So every 30,000 miles, do the fuel induction service. Also, use a good quality fuel. In your city, in your area, you guys kind of know which companies good, which ones aren't. So, for example, I live in Indianapolis, so I like to use Shell because I like Shell, but also Mobil's one of the good ones too. Use a good quality fuel in these things. All right. Also, if you're curious to know how many gallons it takes to fill up a Kia Sedona, watch that video as well. So every 6,000 miles, clockwork. Do your coolant service, which I've done. Do your transmission service. Get them done. Because like I said, clean. With clean oil and clean and fresh coolant, it's gonna run great. And I'm sure I'll do a video on that you guys can see how it runs. All right, so very important to do your services regularly. Also, Kia recommends every 60,000 miles to change spark plugs. Why? Because it's GDI, the plugs can wear out. Me personally, I went to 8,000 miles. I was okay, but don't do what I did, okay? Do every 6,000 miles, 70,000, no later. But if Kia says 6,000, kind of stay within that range. Do your plugs, do your wires. And, if you do those things, there's no reason why. Now, maybe in a year, and I'm going to watch this video, either I'm going to say, well, I got 300,000 miles out of this thing, or I didn't. But at least keeping it maintained, it does great. And like I said before, one of the reasons it gets 22 miles per gallon for a vehicle that's got over 100,000 miles is the oil. The oil's fresh. The oil's consistently clean and fresh. Does that mean I change every day? No. But every, like I said, 3,700 miles. Hell, you can go 3,500 miles if that's easier for you to remember. The only reason I have it set 3,700 is because I know that it'll start reminding me when it needs service. So if it's set for 3,700 miles, I'll be honest with you, I probably say, okay, I got 500 miles left to range. Okay, I'm gonna call Kia because it's convenient for me. Plus I like to use the filters, but I'll change the oil. Then better change oil under than over its maintenance intervals. You understand what I'm saying? So as we take a beautiful look at this minivan, Kia got it right. Overall, they got it right. And like I said, you know, you can't go wrong. So, all right, guys, if you have any questions or about other questions about the Sedona or whatever, please, you know, comment below. I will answer your questions as quickly as I can. All right, thank you for watching this video. Bye-bye.